Nah, that's perfect. See, this is like, and we don't even got this. This is the intro. We ain't gonna do no special intro, no edit or nothing. We're going through an idea of how we can even. What should we talk about? What should be the title of this? But the facts of the matter is, we want to hit a certain subject today, and this is the subject. You can't rely on nobody.
Nah, definitely can't.
This podcast is a definition of what happens when you try to rely on people. Me to you, you to me, us to them. We all played a role in relying on each other to make this work, and it failed as a whole.
Yeah, and we all super busy and end up fucking doing all types of other stuff.
See, that's true. But the fact of the matter is, I just feel, well, first of all, from the beginning, because you know, I've been trying to do certain things to branch out on this channel. Zeb has always had such a implemented an idea of doing a podcast as much as the fans did, and even wherever Whites is lost in Harlem, wherever he's at, it's no bad blood. We haven't talked in months, and that's fine. Maybe the path that he's on is the one he's supposed to be on that doesn't involve me. But to go back to that time, we were gonna do it with Whites, the podcast. Yeah. Before we even pressed play, there was so much discrepancies on one party's end that we literally thought we were going to throw the podcast away before it got started.
Before we even knew if we could rely on, like, Whites in that.
And it also defines how much we didn't rely on someone. And we said, no, we're going to still make it work. We're thinking about just us. And then Byron comes in. Remember we had Byron when we were promoting the, what Byron sells? CMOS?
Natural healing, yeah.
Natural healing. Well, naturally go sell it and promote it your damn self. We don't even eat it no more. I threw it in the trash. It sucked. But the point is, Byron, why? Byron we was up here, giggled up. The biggest giggles in the world on that couch.
Living hours out, but I'm sure he'll pull up
if we
want to rely.
I mean, Zeb is good. He holds on to the bonds. You know, especially when you know people for so long, you hold on to what you see. But the problem is with life, you can't hold on. Well, you knew me, but you don't know me. That's how I think I try to see life, because I like for people to see me that way. If I run into someone from 10 years ago, look at me now. Now, I'm not even, forget the physical attribute that I finally grew a beard. I'm talking about like
losing like 100 pounds.
everything from how reckless I was, all the extra shit I was doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm so far from that person now.
You know me, but you don't know me.
Right, you know, and it's like, you know, people try to keep you in that bubble. It's like, yo, but didn't you used to, I remember when you used to wild out in the club, remember when you snuffed this, or remember when you used to, like, what, you're faithful? Yo, remember when you used to have all the bitches in the basement apartment, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is true shit, so, but it's like, nah. So it's like,
I was in the basement.
But like, yeah, nah, I'm not that person no more. Because we don't got the basement apartment, we got the, you know, that's a good one too, man. Like, you know, for real, like, don't let people judge you for who you were before if they don't see the growth that you've become now. A lot of times people resent you for your change because they're still stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or they'd be like secretly hating or being, they turn it into you. They'll judge you by making it seem like you think that you're better than them.
Right.
Because you got better for yourself.
Right.
Oh, you think you're better than us nowadays because blah, blah, blah. Like, nobody thinks that. I'm just doing better for myself. Like, why are you hating on my shit right now?
And you know where, the biggest thing is, you know, clearly from what you remember me as, you know where I came from. You know what I used to be about, because that's what you're still trying to see me as. Stop for a second and realize how dope it is that I'm not that anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. When it's your old homies or an old shorty or whatever, it's like they remember. There's lit times they remember too. But it's like, you know, that's not the main focus of even that. It's like, yeah, bro, I can't do that as much. I got to wake up in the morning. We're not just waking up to hustle no more. We're not waking up to, you know what I'm saying? We got jobs.
Break night all the time.
Right.
Anymore, like nothing.
Dead ass. I can't fist pump with these white bitches that we're drinking Molly water, holding Brazilians on our shoulders in Ultra Music Festival. True story, by the way. And
she wasn't Brazilian.
Whatever she was, I know
German, that bitch was big.
She was bad. I was not trying to hold her. You were with it. Yo, we were not sharing that.
My spine.
We were not sharing the regular water at all. Like, he was like, yo, she wants some water. I'm like, and then almost looking at, you know, when girls judge you, like, ew, like, no, you cannot have, like, literally, I will give you the shirt.
Pandemic.
Oh, it's way. This is rest in peace. This is right before. No, Avicii passed a couple years after. Damn, we talking way back. This is when Swedish House Mafia.
Avicii passed after.
Yeah, that was when Waka Flocka stepped in and did that one. That's when rest in peace Trav, and Jay was out there. You ain't come out since the Swedish House. Yeah, we didn't even know about this. Our man's basically like no, we started going out like to house music events because we did everything else. Everything y'all could think of, we were there. From the YMCA parties, the youth center parties, one catching dubs on the wall and all, what?
That's when we used to hold my man's back like
that. Ass when your man leaned all the way back from the dub. Barely touching the bitch, like
my man, he was mad little, so he used to go on the spot and just fucking fall right back onto you, like,
and free ours. And even that, to correlate back to what we were just saying about change is necessary. Even look at even in that small dialogue, we threw out a rest in peace Trav, a free us. Look at the times have changed. Look at the situations, and man, just life goes on, and sometimes things just aren't meant for you anymore, you know. And like back to the relying on people. If I relied on having to be a certain person in order to keep a certain friendship, I wouldn't be on the road to success that I am now. Because I feel like if I don't do this with you, I'm gonna lose you as a friend. If I rely on that friendship above my happiness and what goals I have, I'm stuck.
Yeah, and the same thing for like marriage. Like if I relied on my wife to be like the only reason that makes me happy, then she's gonna feel that pressure of like, this guy is on me, like, get off of me. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
or empowerment of where you gonna go.
Yeah, and that attachment.
In a bad way.
That attachment pushes them away type shit. So you can't like be too reliant on somebody because you have to show like, yo, I'm good.
Yeah.
Whether you dip tomorrow or whatever, if I decide to dip, I'm gonna be good no matter what. You're gonna be good no matter what. I don't need you, you don't need me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't rely on them.
And respectfully, as the kids say these days, no, like seriously though, respectfully, it's coming from a good place. It's not like F you, bitch. It's like you have to, whoever you're with, marriage, girlfriend, whoever it is, you have to know that without this person, you'll be okay. You don't want to not be without them. You love them. That's your wife. That's your husband. But if you weren't together, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. And see, a lot of times, like, I read something before that they said that when you rely so much on a relationship, the reason why a relationship hurts so much to get over is that the body doesn't connect the fact that you just got out of a relationship.
Yeah,
the
so
mind
like
thinks
after,
the mind, because the mind thinks it's that I was reading something. They was basically trying to say that it's like your body thinks it lost a limb because it's like your arm, like something that your brain was so focused on. Every day, this girl. Everything was this girl. Then boom, this girl's not here no more.
And especially like when you guys are like super good friends and you want to tell her shit.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
And then it's like she's not there to tell.
Yeah, but again, just like, because I feel like I don't know if I could get to that point of that, but the article was saying it's almost like the body doesn't know you lost a girlfriend. It thinks you lost your arm. Like, it's literally like the emotions, your body's not functioning the same. Like, it literally feels like something is missing. You know how people be like, I feel like Yo, you ain't never cried more ugly than being hurt by a girl.
Yeah, I was crying in the Guess when I used to work at Guess.
What? You just be like in the mirror, like, like how you just like peek through the tears, like make sure you're that ugly crying, like. And it sucks, man. It sucks, and we all been there, but we all got over it at the end of the day.
Like that pain you grow so much from that pain. Like during it, it's OD, but then after you feel like almost like you just worked out. Like, nothing is fucking.
Yeah. The worst thing about I feel like the breakup thing is you wish you could hit that inevitable fast forward. Get to that inevitable fast forward moment. You know you're gonna be okay. You're literally gonna look back like, ha! This is what I stressed.
I was crying. I'm a bitch.
What? I'm the softest sunshine butterloaf cake walking around the intimates aisle. And you know, it's funny because my life changed around that time of a bad breakup I went through. I just felt like I was at rock bottom. Like I had lost my apartment. I had went through a terrible breakup. I had the worst health related news happen to my life, and everything just was like a blender of God saying, I'm just gonna shit on your face right now and fuck your life. And I'm like, all right. You know, fuck me then.
Not in that order.
He said fuck you then shit. I knew it was coming almost. So and it's like I took that time and it wasn't easy. It's not like, yeah man, you know, I'm at my worst right now. Only way now is up. No, I'm like, it does not get worse than this. Kill me now.
But I mean, there's other moments where you can still feel like it's rock bottom. You know what I mean? Like there was a time before when you're like, damn, that was my worst. Then the time comes after. Yeah, I'm at my worst.
Yeah. But it's funny too. There's a lot of growth that comes from that because you'd be like, yo, I really thought I was in love. Like, what? I was in love. This is love. Or what? I thought that was the worst thing I could be. And no, this is definitely the worst.
Yeah.
But on the other end, there's happy ways too. Like, I never thought I could be this happy. And then, you know, there's even happier things that overcome that. Yeah. You know, but again, back to, you can't rely on nobody. And even with that notion is like, you know, I couldn't rely on the pain. Like you can't get your heart fixed the same place it was broken. It's another part of relying on somebody. These people, you go around and you look for closure, but the closure doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? As my mentor once said, in my journey of literature, reading at the cabin and going through these self-help books, you know, because this shit didn't just come overnight. This is years in the making. This is years of working on myself. In the year of 2016, or was it 2017? Prior to that, I think I read like 2 books my whole life. Half a Harry Potter book and like Shiloh with the dog back in the day in school.
And then before the health shit.
This is before. This is all before. And then when I changed my life as a whole, I read, I think it was 19 books that summer, like that year, like less than a year. Like, and I'm reading all these self-help books, but what it said was, you can't get your heart fixed the same place it was broken, and the only closure you need to know is that you deserve better. Because you're not going to go up to the person and be like, why'd you do this to me? Why is it that I thought you only loved me, but you sucked all those dicks that wasn't mine and then kissed me? Like, why'd you burp the dick breath on me? Like, I didn't deserve that. Like, nah, seriously, that's crazy, ridiculously... I mean, I hope that did not happen, for God's sakes. I mean, I'm pretty sure...
Every man will hope that
like, seriously, like, you would hope that, like, you weren't close, like, you didn't stop your cheating girl from when she came in the house and her getting to the bathroom to do mouthwash before she had a pube in her tooth and then kissed you. No, but at the end of the day, the facts of the matter is that you can't control somebody else's actions. You can do whatever you want. One of my biggest eye-openers of thinking I was in control was
it's that controlling shit too. Like, that's a big thing about attachment. When you feel like so attached to somebody, all of a sudden you get a little anxious and you start trying to control, like, yo, but what you trying to what you trying to do? Like, I'm trying to do this next thing with you. Like, let's go there. Like, and then you get too intense and you start scaring that person. All of a sudden they're like, yo,
what's going on?
What happened to you being super chill? And then all of a sudden you're not chill no more. You gotta think about it like that. I guess I was a little too attached. Like, let me detach and remind myself that I'm popping and I'm lit and I'm everything by myself. I don't need nobody. Ever.
Do you think that's where the saying "nice guys finish last" comes from? Like, people thinking that because you said it as, oh, you're all over her, but And another way of saying it is like, so let me get this straight. I gave you all the attention you yearned for. I made you feel beautiful on days you were down. I took you out and I bought you things because I wanted to show my gratitude in other ways than verbal or physical ways of doing that. So I gave you something to show. And it's like, suddenly you on my dick.
I was a good person. Now,
right.
They want you. Yeah, it's like such a mind fuck because it almost feels like you're supposed to cheat or they like you more when you're cheating. Like,
yeah.
I liked you more when you just like didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, seriously, like,
I didn't give a fuck.
Like, you know how long it's been since you punched me in my face? Like, God, like,
I liked you a little more toxic.
Yeah, seriously, like, you come into bed, you don't fart on me anymore. Like, what is happening? I'm always in the fart on the girl. Like, you know it's wifey once you just start farting on her, hot boxing the sheets. Especially after the protein farts, oh, you know she's a keeper. You know she's a keeper when you let out that protein creeper. But you know, the attachment problem is that this pod, or whatever we want to call it, this get together that me and Zeb.
The pod gets me out of bed, all right? Because, like, we're old men now.
Yeah,
so,
we tried to...
Trying to chill is like, my man Jim's has a packed schedule. My schedule is not too packed, but I have kids, so it's like, you know, like, it's hard to dip off.
I said, yo, your Jim's schedule's bad packed, you know, but I have kids. Like, nah, but I just, you know, like, we're dads, you know, I do a little, whatever. We our run around game is a little different, but we're busy. But as far as the pod goes, I just feel like, that we do get, but I have to go back to what I live by also. You make time for what you choose to make time for. If it means enough to you, you're gonna do it. Right now, you know, I'm tired. This is bedtime. I have a bedtime.
That's the thing too. Like I'm older, so like I'm lazier.
Yeah.
So like I want to chill with you, but even to get in my car is like just like my wife will go to sleep.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Yeah, I would definitely rather do that too.
So it's like the pod kind of like really. Like, yo, we gotta get this pod. Dude. That's this shit that makes me like, all right, I'm gonna get in my car. I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, it's worth it. I won't get this today for that.
Yeah, and it's worth, and when you don't regret it afterwards, it's like you're hyped to do it. It's also like, you know, when you're so busy, you know, it's like we barely get to see each other because of that. Like, it's like, yo, even with my other mans, I hit him up like, yo, what you doing this week? Like, oh, I'm free Tuesday and Wednesday. What you doing? Oh, Wednesday I got a double, and Tuesday I'm taking my kids. Like, all right, well, let's try again next week.
All right, fuck you.
Next, you know, the next birthday comes around.
That happened to us like this whole fucking month. This is like the end of the month.
Yeah.
Missed the whole shit.
But I do want to admit a big reason on saying why you can't depend on nobody. I do want to get to the fact that I personally felt depending on me, Zeb, and Byron as a unit making this happen. And now Byron could just suck my unit. Nah, remember I'm trying to what was it? What was Robert Downey?
Tropical.
Yeah.
Tropical.
We're a unit. Just suck my unit. Like, that shit is hilarious. Nah, but I became dependent on feeling like almost like this couldn't be done without me, you, and Byron. Because I felt it was like, yo, this is lit.
Yeah.
It's like when you first start the gym, you and your mans together. And that one, like, you go 2 weeks together, and it's like, yo, bro, I'm going to DR for a week. And it's like, I have to go to the gym by myself? What am I going to do? I don't know. And you literally might not go to the gym that week.
Or you might just do like 25 push-ups in the house and call it.
That's it. 25 push-ups, 6 donuts, and again, like, you have to. What you were saying about the being married, and it's like you can't become too dependent on somebody because now, first of all, you should never put that much importance on anybody. So it's like for me to not continue this because Zeb was pushing for this. He was pushing to continue doing this, and I was like, yo, I just feel like it failed twice already. It ain't meant to be.
But our last episode was the most numbers we ever had in that time of us doing it.
Yep.
And so it's like we kind of dropped the ball because it went into Jim's birthday week. It was nuts. His shit turned into a birthday month. 2 months, 3 months. Like, his shit
I went to Mardi Gras, brought Mardi Gras back. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, and I'm gonna say this without saying too much, bro. Like, and it's not showboating. This is just, I don't know why, yo, bro. I really live a life. I don't know. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, they would never know. You know what I mean? And that's fine. It's not for everybody. You know, we'll do segments, but I'm just telling y'all, like, for real, I really live a life, bro. Like, for real. Like, I'm not. This is not battle rap talk. This is not. This is not rap. This is real shit. Like, yo, bruh, this shit could be a movie for real. Anything you could think of, like the litness of life.
No bullshit. If I write Jim's half of the stories that happen to Jim, if I write it, because I don't know, maybe he'll write it, whatever. If somebody wrote your shit down, because I know it would dead ass be a wild lit movie on some like
it's
next level, like dead ass like scary movie at certain parts.
That ass
like
and scary movie comedy
flying,
too, like
knives flying,
yeah,
the lights going out.
Yo, this bitch is like how you look around as
chairs
like,
being
yo,
broken on the
bro,
walls,
like
neighbors coming out, like yeah.
Yo, it's been
10 movies in
it's,
one.
It's
like
everything.
It would have to have like a sequel. It would have like 2. It might have to have like 3 parts.
just think about the party part alone. What we were saying about before, like Molly Waters, Brazilians, the Swedish House Mafia, Ultra Music Festivals, like a 3-day house music event. Yo, bro, we from Queens, New York, Roosevelt Island. What are we doing in this house music? We live it. Like, but I didn't know nothing about that. We grew up on G-Unit, Dipset, hood shit. Like y'all did.
How we bought the pass for 3 days though and curved 2 days?
Yo, we only had one day in our lives because we running crazy on South Beach. We out there on some South Beach shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we wilding out, and bruh, it was like even just the party aspect alone. Forget the street shit. Forget the gangster, the money. Yo, bro, you talk about money outlets like jewelry. Yo, bruh, cars since we was teenagers though, and it might not be big but coming up and nobody had the whip. I remember when I first caught my whip.
That's the best.
What, pull up on a block. I remember the Sonata was like the first car to have like the Bentley lights on the side. Like, bro, I came on the block out the sunroof. Out the sunroof, like felt on top of the world 12 years ago. Bought my car. Like, it's just like, had the hoopty, the Ford Focus. Bro, I had my first apartment. In a car before I could buy liquor. Now, if y'all did that as well, I'm not saying like I'm just talking for me. Like, this is the type of life I'm talking about. I live like 17 years old. I was hustling and working at Target and an electrician company. All in every, bro, like in fiber optics companies, bro. I've done so. How can I be? I fuck my boss at Target, not in Target, but from Target, and my mom worked there at the same time. So technically, I fuck my mom's boss. Like yo, real talk. Like yo, Liz, what up? Like, are you shouting around? Like, it's a true story though. Like,
I hope you're a fan, Liz. I hope you're
watching, Liz. I hope you're doing well.
Yo, that's
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's so funny about that too? I ended up getting bagged coming out her crib. She lives around Kings Park. If anybody, my Queens people, back in the day, y'all know Kings Park was the fucking hood. Like, that park was stay away from it. The Latin Kings and all that. Like, yo, so folks and all that.
Where's that at? It's around Jamaica?
Yeah. So I'm coming out of her crib and it's cold. So like she like cuffing my arm. And when I'm walking out her building, there's all traffic in front. Like, everyone's stuck at the red light. A garbage truck or something was up there. This is before, like, this is Target years. This might be before the whip. Oh no, it wasn't before the whip. I just couldn't drive to work. I was walking to the train station. Son, how I'm walking and right here in front of my face, a car parked in traffic happens to be my girlfriend at the time's best friend who I had just met like 2 nights before, looking dead at me. And I'm like,
start making
like trying like how you start walking retarded. Hey, I looked up. Nah, but like, hey,
that's good.
Nah, I was sick with it. Like, yo, I was so sick with it. This is so crazy, true story though. Like, this is my man's wife now too, not Liz, the one who bagged me from the car. It's my man's wife now. Currently, see how crazy the
Hope you're not watching.
And I ain't trying to play, yo. I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. Just like I told my shorty at the time, 2 things. Number one, we were only together for like 5 days, so I had to cut off the rotation. I couldn't. I had some solid,
smoothly.
Yeah, I had some solid joints.
Transition those.
Yeah,
closed.
you know that when you single,
those doors smooth.
You do. if you messing with a upper scale side joint, but it's not a side joint because I didn't have a girlfriend.
You're her girlfriend.
Right.
You're her boyfriend.
Yes.
To her.
Yes.
She's like, that's my boyfriend though.
Yeah, because
when somebody ever asks her about you, she'd be like, that's my boyfriend.
When you're single,
but she's not your girlfriend. You never asked out.
Yeah, but exactly. Well, no official. When you're single, right? My type of lifestyle. When I'm single, like my selection of women are all like girlfriend material women.
Yeah.
So you can't just
whole roster.
Yeah, you can't just
fire,
fire, all fire joints,
and
that comes
reliable,
and it comes with responsibility. With great joints come great responsibility, and you can't just walk away from these type joints. Like I know this one's daughter,
even if you do,
I know this one's mother. It's like we're all in a relationship together. You can't just walk out of it.
I'll keep it a buck. I've slammed doors without like easily closing them, and I feel like the woman was damaged badly by that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like when you just like ghost them type shit. That's way worse than telling somebody, you know, like I'm about to go do. I met somebody or I'm with somebody now. Or this is I think I'm taking this route. If you just like ghost them, that is way worse for their mental. Yeah, like that could make somebody go bipolar. Yeah. I know a girl who I think she went bipolar off of that, but I don't want to like take fucking credit for her turning that way, but like, you know, like it just so happened to happen after I did what I did, whatever.
No, it's because it's not fair. You leave
them
not
terrible.
knowing.
I felt terrible, even if it was a side joint or whatever. Just felt like
and that's what I'm saying. Like, though that was deep and it's true. Like me, I was just like. Yeah, like I couldn't just up and leave. Exactly that. I couldn't just up and leave. That's just real talk. Like I could not just up and leave. But I think I had like sneakers at this joint's crib. I really, cause like she knew what it was. She was way older than me, so it was okay to just cut it off. But I'm like, nah, I gotta get. I think I left my Timbs in there. Like,
I mean, I'm cutting you up. I knew my.
Yeah, I knew my Timbs, which was fine. She knew the deal, but it was everyone else. But the point is that. Anyway, I ended up being with the girl for years after even after I got bad, because I was like, I called Jay and I'm like, what do I do? And he's like, yo, deny. You can't deny.
Can't even see.
Yeah, and then she said something to me and I rolled the dice. A lot of people wouldn't do what I did because she was very convincing, but you would say all of them are.
You called her bluff?
What she said was, I'll respect you. I understand what you're saying, but stop lying to me. Just keep it real. Like we could work on it, but don't lie to me. Like, did she see you? Was that you? And I was like, yeah, it was me. And she just, got really upset and stormed out the house, and then I had to do a few days of, and then like after that, like we spoke and I just kept it real. Like, yo, look, this is the truth. We did just start, your situation was this. I was still feeling like, I don't know if we were official, even though we just made it official. Because what I was saying was true, but it was also covering the truth of, I just had to cut my joints off. Like, you kind of knew, I'm just picking up and deading everyone for you, but I have to make my rounds. You know what I mean? Like,
them proper.
You got to make your rounds.
But you didn't tell her that. You just like told her.
I said it the way I said it, but this is how I meant it. You know what I mean? Like, and I said it the way I said it. But again, you can't, but yo, bro, this is what I'm saying. With this type of dialogue, please subscribe to the channel right now. Hit that like button. Like, let us know, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. We need this. This channel needs this.
I need this shit.
Like the venting.
This shit gets me out the house.
Yeah.
And not only does it get me out the house, this even like back and forth or with a third person, like it's like therapy that I need because I I don't even have time to be going to therapy.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel, at least. I don't try therapy because I feel like I just don't have the time for it. Like, when am I calling? At fucking midnight?
I also feel like this is a form of it, like you were saying. Like it's also what I've also always said. You know, you heard his stories, my stories. You heard him say like real shit. Like he was like, this is not a joke. Like when he said like my life could be a movie type shit. But with that being said, it makes me think of, I remember over the years, even growing up, we were like, yo, imagine if a film crew was with us right now and seeing what we just pulled off. Yeah. Like what we just did. Like how fire it was. Like all these situations like we've been through. Like bro, you have to understand like what? I'm talking about, we've been to South Beach, Miami about 9 times. AC 15 times. I've been to Vegas, Australia. I've been to London. We've been to DR, Jamaica, cruises. I'm talking about house music festivals all over. We done been to every New York clubs you could think of. Before La Marina was lit, we was everywhere.
We were still there when it was lit.
This is like, I'm talking about like just the partying aspect. Just think about it. I'm talking about all through Dykeman, the Heights, Queens, all the spots, Queens Boulevard spots. My uncle was a bouncer my whole life. He still is. Yo, bro, we was getting access to places when it was unheard of for guys under age to get in spots. Like, I'm getting me and the homies in the spots. We're 16, 17 years old and 21 and older. Hottest spots, Sowell's by LaGuardia College for my Queens people to know how serious I am. They changed it now, but up the block from LaGuardia College. Yeah. It's like, it's always, you know, they keep switching it up. Like, that's like the hangar on Steinway. They keep changing the name and all that. I'm talking Ravens Head, Brick Lounge, from everywhere you could think of, the Dart. Everywhere, bro. Like, anywho, with this being said, to wrap it up, what we're trying to say is just the camera being here alone is good therapy for us. And also just, I talked to, I had 2 conversations today. I spoke to Trufo for about 45 minutes. And I also spoke to a supporter, a fan of the channel, a supporter of Jim's. Ran into him today when I'm walking in Manhattan. And he came up to me and like, we spoke, and like him saying like, you know, the beginning rants of my blogs when I'm talking about life for like 1-2 minutes, like really touched him. It really means a lot to him. Like, I feel like I owe those people, the true foes of the world, the homie who I ran in today by the train, like all the fans and supporters that are on this channel who hit me up on the gram, Twitter, who run into me in person every other, at least, because I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm like work, gym, but at least 2 people a week still come up to me, support. And nowadays, all I hear is how I motivate with the channel, on how I speak to you as a regular person. Even though I'm the regular person when I'm talking about battle rap, but that is Jim's. I do start my blogs as Jimmy.
They like that other spec.
Yeah, and why not give them a whole however long this is going for? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not give that to the people that are looking for a battle rapper who they know from battle rap, get to see the real person of them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially people who say they like like people who are more fans of my blogs than my battles. I used to not like that, but now I see it as a compliment. Because really, even though it's me who battles, it's still in some shape or form, all of us who battle go into a character, who we are. Yeah. We don't use our real name. We're made up character names that get paid to perform. It's theater, aggressively and maliciously and disrespectfully. But this is the real. When y'all see me in my kitchen just talking and no edits, that's me. There ain't no plugins. The only time you ever see an edit on mine.
That's why it's lit that we're doing this, because it's like we should have been doing it. We should have been doing this for the entire duration of that we've known each other, because we would have had so much shit. And so much comedy, action, drama, sadness, all kind
of shit, man. Like
growth,
you real people,
growth the whole time.
Real
some
people,
way,
real
some
friends.
form of growth. You know what I mean?
Straight
over
up.
all these years, and if we wasn't growing, we were telling each other that we like, yo, you could be doing better.
Yeah.
Like when I was selling drugs, you told me like, yo, you like graduated college. And shit, like you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you need to get in. And I was like, you know what? I do gotta get a like a job besides the hustle.
Yeah, I need to sell drugs and work.
Yeah, like yo.
I mean,
I
it
got
sounds
mad
fun
custies off
for real
having a
shit
job.
though.
I got all my custies from work.
Yeah, it's real shit, and like it's you know.
I got work with work on me.
You have to be for real. You have to be you know. At the end of the day, still sharp and steer. Still, you got to be around people that motivate you. But even with that being said, and a good segue to get to end this today would be, even look at that, like it's like our lives still went on without the pod. Our lives still go on without, you know, like Zeb makes the changes for himself on his own without me saying it, or I might help a little bit, but it's still up to him to do it. He can't rely on me to carry him and go get a job. He can't make me make better decisions in my life and the things that I'm doing. It's up to you to do that. You can't put that on nobody else. You can't say, where were you, or I needed you. No, you need yourself to understand that you're your star player. In order for everything to function correctly around you, you need to be the best you, and it starts with you.
Facts.
It's your boy Jims.
Zeb.
Hit that subscribe button. We're back. We're gonna try to make this work as best as we can. You know, again, with the rely, like he said before, he's like, oh, you know, need it. No, maybe this was the calling from jump, that it was only supposed to be us. And now we realize that we don't need to. We got some features.
We're gonna make it happen. If anyone wants to pull up, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, like that.
Whatever.
It's our podcast, and you guys are welcome to get your feature on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Dead ass. I don't drink no more, but bring Zeb a bottle. Bring me a fat-free empanada. Whatever the case is,
Never.
At the end of the day, you're your star player. Now go win. And subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button.
And stop being dirty.
Stop being dirty. 36 minutes and 49 seconds. 50 seconds. 51.
Nice.
52.
Nice.
53.